Hi, my name's Maria, and my daughters and I are here today to show you how to make a watercolor leaf print booklet using fall leaves. I'll have my daughters introduce themselves.
I'm Addie. And I'm Zoe.
And how old are you, Addie?
9.
And what grade are you in?
4th grade.
4th grade. And how old are you, Zoe?
7.
And what grade are you in?
2nd.
All right. Friends, the first thing you're going to need to do is go for a nature walk, and you need to collect fall leaves. Girls, let's show them the leaves we have. We're looking for leaves with a variety of shapes, right? We've got different shapes and different sizes, and you want leaves that aren't too dry. So you can see that my leaf can bend a little bit. Can your leaf bend a little bit? And yours? All right. It's easier to do if they're too dry and crumply, then they don't work as well. And if they're soaking wet, that isn't ideal either. So get outside and go gather your leaves, and then meet us back here and we will get started. All right, now that you have your leaves, you're going to lay your leaf down with the front of the leaf. Okay, so here you can see mine, the front is a little shinier, a little smoother, and then you can see the back of my leaf has a duller color. But if you feel it, you can feel that it has more texture. Okay, that's what we want to do our print of. So take the front of the leaf and lay it down on your work surface so that the back of the leaf is up. Okay, now you're going to take your piece of paper, lay it on top of your leaf. I have a little leaf, so I'm actually going to do a few in there. Okay, like that. And it's okay, part of it can hang off the edge, doesn't really matter. Okay, now you need to find your broken crayon. Perfect use for broken crayons. Dark colors work the best. You can use blue, brown, purple, sometimes even a really dark red. Sometimes you just have to experiment to see what works. You're going to hold your crayon like this, and you're going to rub over your leaf with the side of your crayon, okay? Now, for our younger friends, if it's a little hard and your leaf isn't staying in place, just go ahead and tape it down to your table, all right? You want to use about medium pressure so that your print shows up, but you don't want to completely color it in with your crayon, or otherwise there won't be a place for the watercolors to go, all right? So girls, let's go ahead and make our leaf prints.
Ooh, looks cool.
Doesn't it though? I can see the veins. I'm pushing down kind of hard. I want to go over the edges to make sure I get the shape of my leaf to really show up. Sometimes you have to turn, change your angle a little bit.
That's a big leaf. And sometimes if your leaf moves, it doesn't really matter too much, because that will just make it look kind of like cool.
Yeah, we call that artsy, don't we?
Yeah, but cool too. Cool.
I think I'm gonna.
Cool. Do you think that leaf is big enough?
I do think that leaf is big enough.
It's not too big.
Why don't you hold it up so they can see your leaf? I decided to do another one of mine. Okay, there's yours. Do you have yours yet, Addie?
Yep.
Why don't you hold it up?
That's a long stem.
All right, and here's mine. Okay. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to set our leaves aside. Set your crayons aside. Next, we're going to use watercolors to paint in our leaves. What's something we need to do when we're going to use watercolors? How do we get our watercolors ready?
We take our brush, we dip it in the water, and then we gently go over our watercolors.
Yeah.
We just kind of dab it on. Basically.
Just kind of dab it on. Just give yourself a little dot of water. Now, when you're using watercolors, it's kind of important to remember that you don't want to go from red right to yellow without cleaning your brush off.
Because then the colors would mix.
The colors will mix. Now, I'm going to use fall colors on my leaves.
I'm just going to do like a tiny bit of green, and then it's just going to be all fall colors.
Very good. I'm starting with some red. I'm going to do kind of a variety of colors because I really like when we see leaves that have a little bit of yellow and orange. What about you, Zoe? What are you going to start with?
I'm probably going to start with a really light green.
Uh-huh.
Just like a really faded green.
Yeah. And you can either just do watercolors inside your leaves, or you can just watercolor the whole page. kind of like the look of that. I've done it all different ways where I do the whole page and when I just do just inside the leaves. It looks like I decided to do my whole page.
Maybe, just maybe.
And I kind of like
on
to.
accident too.
Oh well, I like to.
It's bleeding out.
But I kind of like when it does that. I chose to use orange and red and yellow, really nice fall colors. And the nice thing is that they all look really good together. So when you get it, when it's wet side by side and it bleeds together, it makes a really cool effect and the colors mix together in a really interesting way. And you can do this with all kinds of things in nature. Leaves are really fun. You can do it with flowers. That's also really
Oh
fun.
yeah, those are
yes.
super beautiful prints.
Those are super beautiful prints. And you know, you have a set of watercolors, so you can just use those for all kinds of different projects and activities. Okay, so
What color should I do next?
hmm.
Yellow?
And for watercolors, if you want really, really light colors, how do you get really light colors with watercolors, girls?
You use a lot of water.
That's right.
Bunch of water. That's how I got this super light green.
Yes, it is. But if you want your colors to be bolder and darker, then what do you do?
Don't use as much water.
That's right, use less water. All right, mine is almost done.
Wow.
Wow. How do you paint so fast?
She's just skilled at that.
Painting fast is hard.
I'm just not being real particular. I'm just kind of moving all around
I'm being
and
really particular.
doing just little splashes of color here and there, just kind of wherever it inspires me. Now when you're done doing all of your leaf prints and all of your watercolor painting, you need to allow your papers to dry before you bind them together as a book. And sometimes watercolors can get a little, the paper can buckle a little bit. Just when it's done and dry, set it under a heavy book. That'll help flatten it out. All right.
Mine
Here we
looks
go.
weird because it has like those. What are those? They look like baby worms.
Oh, well, you don't have baby worms.
Good.
So I'm going to show,
Luckily.
here's a picture of mine so you can see how the watercolors didn't stick to the wax crayon.
Oh, it doesn't
The
at all.
picture of my leaves. So that's a piece that I will use in my fall leaf book. Now while Addie and Zoe finish painting theirs, I'm going to show you how to turn your project into a booklet. These are 3 pages that we did ahead of time that have dried. You can see this one decided to do the whole page. This one has 3 different leaves in different colors, and that's just a set of 3 leaves. I decided to use this one with all the colors on for the cover of my booklet. You could write a title on your booklet. You could write your name on the booklet. I've decided I just want to leave mine plain. Now to bind our book together, we are going to use just a little piece of string. You can start at the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter. And you just want to take your string and stick it through one of the holes on the end. And I'm just going to tie a loose knot. What will happen, girls, if I tie my knot too tightly?
The book won't open.
That's right, the book won't open.
So, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of a book.
It
Hey,
does.
I have a tied together stack of papers.
That's just not the same as
No.
having a book.
No.
So I just did a little double knot, and I'm just going to check it and open my book, and I can see that it opens nicely and the pages
Oopsie.
turn, so that isn't too tight. You're okay. It'll wipe off. That's fine.
Yay.
All right, so now that I have my knot tied in my book, I am just going to, sometimes when we do things with string, the string kind of starts to unravel. I just get it a little damp. And you're just going to take the string, bring it under and up through the next hole.
We're definitely gonna have to wash the counter after this.
Yeah, we will. And then through this hole. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that a different way. I'm going to bring it around actually and up through the bottom. Doesn't really matter how you decide to bind it. I just like the look of that a little bit better. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it through the top like this. So now I have my little book, and I'm just going to put it through this top hole one more time so I can tie a knot. And then my book will be complete.
I'm not complete without you, says the book.
That's
To
right.
the string.
Okay, so now I'm just going to tie a little double knot. Again, you can see that as I brought the string through the book and looped it through, I kept it kind of loose. That's so that it will still open. That's right.
You want it to.
Right.
That kind of defeats the purpose of book. Otherwise, it's just a stack of papers tied together
That's right. Just
Basically.
a stack of papers.
that you can't even look at.
That's right.
See, that's when a stack of papers would be better.
That's right. And then at the end, if I have extra string, I can just cut that off. And there is my nature leaf print book. Girls, why don't you go ahead and hold up your pages to show them how yours are coming?
Unfinished
Gosh,
ones.
but that looks like a
It looks
tree.
cool looking through it.
Yours looks like a tree. Here, let's hold it up there.
Yours is a tree.
Turn it
Mom,
around.
look, it's like.
Oh yeah, it's coming through the back. Turn it around to the camera. Here,
Oh,
hold it down
that's
a little bit
cool.
lower. That's really neat. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have fun making your own fall leaf print books.
Bye. Bye.